Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, April 22nd, and we're doing a little review of the things that we have been covering, and we're going to kind of like extend the level of it a little bit more. So I'm not going to go over some of the questions that we have already covered in class or this week. So question number 1, we've covered. Question number 2, we have also covered. Question number 3. So this is one of the new questions that we are going to see today. And there's 2 of these questions. So I want to talk about this type of question. And I want to just underline some of the new things that are here. And we have actually seen this, but we have never used the actual word of it. Okay, so I'm going to read the problem and then we're going to answer the question. It says a number cube with faces labeled 1 through 6 will be rolled once. The number rolled will be recorded as the outcome. Give the sample space describing all possible outcomes. Then give all of the outcomes for the event of rolling the numbers 2 or 5. Okay, so a sample space is just all of the possible choices that you can possibly have when you roll that die. So when I roll a die, numbers 1 through 6, if you've seen a number cube, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in that die. So that is my sample space. What are all my possible choices? In the number cube, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In a regular number cube, that's my sample space. So my answer is going to be just numbers 1 through 6. That's my sample space. What is the event of rolling the number 2 or 5? Now look how it's asking what is the event, not the probability. So be careful with that type of question. The event, if I will ask what is the probability, I'll write it as P. Probability of rolling a 2 or a 5. Now, if you remember from the video that we went over on Monday, what's inside the parentheses, this is called the event. So basically all they want you to do is to write that inside the bracket, the event of rolling numbers 2 or 5. So I'm just going to write that, numbers 2 or 5 inside my bracket. That's the event, number 2 or just put it like this, 2, 5. Let me see if that it accepts it like that. That's it. So in here, I just write down what I want. What is the event that I want? I want the event of 2 or 5, and that's going to go inside the bracket. So again, a sample space is all of the possible choices that can happen. The event is what you want. So you want the event of 2 or 5. So I just put those numbers inside the brackets. Okay, the next one. This one says, let me see if I can make the screen a little bigger. That's my plus sign. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one says, a bag has 6 balls labeled A, B, C, D, E, and F. One ball will be randomly picked and its letter will be recorded as the outcome. Give the sample space describing all possible outcomes. So what are all my possible outcomes? Anything that can possibly happen when I grab into that bag. So I can grab the letter A. Okay, so those are all the possible letters that I can grab. Now, what is the event of choosing a letter from D to F? From D to F. So from D to F, I had the letter D, E, and F. So those are the letters that I'm going to write down in there. So from D to F, I can have a D, an E, or an F. Oops, I'm writing in the wrong spot. D, E, and F. Let me just make sure that I did this correct. A, B, C, D, E, F. That's correct. Those are my possible sample space, or the possible choices that can come out. The event that I want is letters D, E, F. Okay, so that was correct. And moving on to the next one, just remember the sample space is all of your possible choices, and the event is just what is it that you want to come out. Okay, question number 5, I'm not going to go over this one. We've already done this type of question. Oh, it's not letting me go. Okay, number 6. Okay, so it says a 6-sided die with the sides labeled 1 through 6 will be rolled once. Each number is equally likely to be rolled. What that means is that in the number cube, you only have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The numbers do not repeat. They have an equally likely chance of coming out. What is the probability of rolling a number greater than 2? So my sample space is numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What is the probability? That's what the question is asking. What is the probability of choosing a number that is greater than 2? Greater than 2, that means number 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that this event is going to come out, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 chances. 4 out of 6, and when I simplify that, I'm going to divide it by 2. So my chances of rolling a die greater than 2 is 2/3. Okay, the next question. Number 7. Okay, I think this one is fairly easy as well, but I'm going to go over it anyway. It says an organization will give a prize to a local artist. The artist will be randomly chosen from among 10 painters, 3 sculptors, and 5 photographers. What is the probability that the artist chosen will be a sculptor or a photographer? So what is the P of getting a sculptor or a photographer? Okay, so that means that if this is kind of like a game, if I choose either one of these 2 people, I'm going to win the game. So how many sculpture there is? There is 3, and how many photographer? There is 5. So I have 8 chances of winning this game out of a total of 18 people that are in that group. Can this fraction be simplified? Yes, it can. So I'm going to divide this by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So the probability of choosing either a sculptor or a photographer is 4 out of 9. Okay, moving on, going to the next one. Now I want you guys to notice how I actually wrote down my probability so I can visualize it. I put down the probability of getting 3 of these people and 5 of them, and then I put it together. Counted 8, and altogether there were 18. Now pay attention to this one, because this one can confuse some people here. So you need to be very careful and read carefully about this question. I got confused the first time that I was doing it, so I have to admit that to you guys. So let's read. So it says there are 2 bags containing only white and purple marbles. So there is 2 bags containing those things. Let me kind of like just draw the bags here for you guys. So here are my bags. Oops, I'm not the best artist, and you guys know that by now. Okay, in my first bag, bag A, I have 5 white marbles. So I'm just gonna write the letter W for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 5 purple. The next one, bag B, there's 6 whites, and 10 purple. Okay, so those are the 2 bags, the 2 sample space that I have. So what I have to do now is they're going to be asking me different events, and I have to write down what is the probability of getting those events, and then I'm going to arrange those events in order from least likely to most likely. So let's take a look at the first event. Event 1, they want me to choose, probability of choosing a white marble from bag A, choosing white, and I'm writing it right below bag A. Choosing white is 5 out of 10, which equals to 1/2. So that's the event. Can this happen? Yes, it can, but I don't know where it's gonna land yet, so I'm not even gonna touch it right now. The next one, event number 2, choosing a white marble from bag B. White from bag B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of a total of 16. So I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to divide it by 2. This equals to 3/8. Now, what has more chances now of coming out? If you notice, this is 1/2. This is a little less than 1/2. So this one has a bigger chance. So when I align this in order from least to greatest, basically, from least likely to most likely, this one has a most likely chance of happening because 1/2, it's a little bit more than 3/8. The next one, number 3, choosing a green marble from bag B. So P of choosing a green. Can I choose a green from here? No, so that's 0 out of 16. I know where that one's gonna go for sure. Can it happen? It's impossible for it to happen because there are no green inside that one. Okay, so we did 1, 2, 3. The next one, number 4, choosing a white or purple marble from bag A. So I want to make this one a little different color. So the next one is choosing a white or a purple from bag A. White or purple. Oh, you guys cannot see that. White or purple from bag A. Can that happen? For sure that can happen. When I grab bag A, I can only grab white or purple. So the chance of getting this will be 10 out of 10. This is something that's definitely going to happen. So now when I set up my events, this was the first one. This was event number 2. Event number 3, I should have labeled this before, and event number 4. So when I come up here now and answer my question, event number 4 is the most likely to happen because it will definitely happen. So I'm going to put that event number 4. That's the most likely. The next one is event 1 because I'm getting 1/2, and I said before that when I compare this to this one has more chances than this one from happening. Now I'm going to put here event number 2. And lastly, event 3 will go here. And event here is the least likely event to occur because there is no green marbles inside that bag. Hope you guys grabbed that because it was a lot of information. Let's double check it. Yay, I'm correct. Okay, number 9. Okay, number 9 is basically the same thing. So it's a good thing because that way we can review it over again. So again, it's a good idea that you guys kind of like draw and visualize what's happening. I'm going to try to keep it more organized now because I know that it can bring some challenges. Okay, so now we have 2 boxes, box A and box B. So box A and box B. Just double check that you guys can see that. Okay. You guys should see how I have this set up over here. Okay, so let's talk about the first event. I'm gonna put E1. I'm gonna keep myself a little more organized. Event 1. So event 1 says, oh wait, I haven't even set up my marbles yet. So inside bag A, I have 2 white pen. I'm just gonna put W for white. 6 orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my 6 orange. In box B, I'm gonna put down 4 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 16 orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now I'm gonna go to the event. So what is the event of choosing a white or orange marble from box B? So event 1 doesn't even go there. So event 1, it says choosing a white or orange from box B. So P of choosing white or orange. And this is my event number 1. Can that actually happen when I grab in there? That's for sure. So what's the event of choosing a white? It is 4 out of 20. And choosing the orange is 16 out of 20. That is definitely going to happen at all times. So that event is equal to 20 over 20, which is 1 whole. So this is a certain event. It is something that can for sure happen. The next one, next event. Choosing a white pen from box B. So P of choosing a white pen from box B, and that was event number 2. Let me just label it so I remember it. So that's 4 out of 16. It's 4 out of 20, I mean. When I simplify, I'm going to divide it by 4. So that equals to 1/5. I'm going to make my screen a little small now because I'm running out of space and you guys cannot see it. Okay, the next one, event number 3. Choosing a white marble from box A. So this is event 3, choosing a white marble. So P of choosing white. That's my event number 3. That's 2 out of 8, which equals to 1/4. Now I want to compare these two fractions. What's bigger, 1/4 or 1/5? Which is a bigger part? 1/4 equals to 25 hundredths. 1/5 equals to 20 hundredths. So this is a bigger fraction. So this one has a more likely chance of happening. Okay, now let's go to the last event, event 4, choosing a red marble from box A. So P of choosing a red. And this is event number 4. Choosing a red, can I choose a red from here? No, that's 0 chances out of a total of 8 possible outcomes. So now I can set this up. I'm gonna put the easiest one first. Event 4 has 0 likelihood, so the event is less likely to happen. I would love it if we had the word impossible here, because it cannot happen. So I'm gonna put event 4 here, and the one that's most likely is event 1. The probability of choosing a white or orange, it can definitely happen. So I'm gonna put that over here. That's the most likely to happen. So now I'm gonna choose between these two. And like we said before, if I make this into a decimal, this equals to 0.25. This one equals to 0.20. So this one has more chances. It's a bigger piece, bigger decimal from this one to happen. So event 3 is gonna go here, the one that has the most chance. And then lastly is going to be event number 2. Now I'm gonna check my work. And it checked correct. But now look at all the work that I did. I did a lot of work trying to keep myself organized. So the technique for this is to keep yourself organized to classify the likelihood of events happening, right? If, rewind this. I know, guys, that this is kind of like a little uncomfortable, but this is the best that I can do right now to try to explain the work to you guys. So good luck on this. If you have any other question, please reach out to me and I'll be here to answer questions.